Okay, first I want to congratulate you. You're about to watch the last video of the year. This is a review of Chapter 6. Okay, we go over this review. You have your test Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday if you need it. In addition, you then have an assignment that's Friday, Monday. The directions are right on. Alright? So, number one. First, we have to get y by itself. So we add 9 to the other side. You get negative 9. Y equals negative 6x plus 9. Then you divide by negative 9. You get y equals, when you do negative 6 divided by negative 9, that reduces to a positive 2/3 x. And then you're dividing by 9 by negative 9, so it becomes minus 1. For the second equation, you get y by itself, you just subtract x over. So you get y equals negative x plus 4. To graph it, you start by going up 4 for the second equation, then you go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, etc. That's your first line. Your second line starts at negative 1, and it goes up 2 and right 3. So I'm sure if this line would have been drawn straight, it would have gone right through that point. And so your graphs would look like this, and your answer would be 3, 1, because that's where they intersect. Number 2, got to get y by itself again. So we add 6x to the other side. We get y equals 6x plus 4. In the second equation, we have to multiply by a negative 3 to get y by itself. So we multiply this whole thing by negative 3. That cancels with the negative 1/3. You get y equals the negative 3 times 1/3 gives you a negative x. And then it's a 1 times negative 3. So it'll be minus 3. First equation, you go down to 4, make a dot, or go up to 4, make a dot. Then because we don't have room to go up 6 here, I'm going to go down 6 and left 1. Now that would be the same as going up 6 and right 1. See how it would form the same line? Okay, so that's your first line. Your second line is going to be formed by going down 3, make a dot, then go down 1, right 1. Just draw a line through your dots. And so for your answer for this one, you get negative 1, negative 2. Number 3, you got to get y by itself, so you just add it over. Y equals negative 8x minus 4. Second one, you're going to multiply by negative 8 over 3. Negative 8 times 3 is negative 24 divided by 3 is just negative 8. We have negative 8x. Negative 8 times 3 is 24 divided by 3 times 2, which is 6. 24 divided by 6 is going to give you would be negative 24 divided by 6. So this is going to give you negative 4. These are both the same line. You can tell because they're the same thing. So you only have to graph one. Go down 4, And again, instead of going down 8 and right 1, I'm going to go up 8 and left 1 because it's the same thing. And draw a line in between my dots. That's it. Number 4. First divide by -2. It's going to give me y equals -1/2 x minus 1. That's because 2 divided by -2 is a -1, and 1 divided by -2 is -1/2. For your second equation, got to get y by itself. Start by subtracting 6 over to the other side. You get -2y equals 3x minus 6. Then divide by -2. You get y equals -3/2 x. And then -6 divided by -2 is a +3. Start by going down 1, make a dot. Then you go down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Draw a line in between your dots. Then you start at 3, make a dot, go down 3, right 2, down 3, right 2. Draw a line. It's a terrible line, but I'll fix it. Just like that. So that gives you 4, -3. Alright, number 5. Gotta get y by itself first. Divide by -3. You get y equals x plus 1. Divide by 3 in the second equation. You get y equals 4x minus 2. Graph those, go up 1 over 1. It's your first line. Second line, go down 2 to start, go up 4 over 1. That was only 3. 4 over 1 is there. Then draw a line through your dots. How's it doing that? That's better. And so you can see that your answer is 1, 2. Number 6. Got to get y by itself first. 3y equals 6x minus 9. Divide by 3, you get y equals 2x minus 3. For your second equation, add the 8 to the other side. You get 2y equals -3x plus 8. Divide by 2, you get y equals -3/2 x plus 4. Graph the first equation, make a dot at -3, go up to right 1. Second equation, go up 4. Go down 3, right 2. Down 3, right 2. Ugh, down 3, right 2, down 3, right 2. Help if I could count the spaces. That would be 2, 1 for your answer. Alright, that's it for those graphing ones. Let's move on to the substitutions. For number 7, easiest way to start is going to be to get x by itself here. It's going to give you x equals negative 7y minus 13. Plug that in up here. 4 times negative 7y minus 13. So you have x equals all this. So you're just putting this in for x. Notice a lot of people struggling with this. You just put it in for x because it's equal to all that. So they're the same thing. Minus 8y equals 20. I'm going to rewrite that x equals negative 7y minus 13 over here. Okay. Now we distribute. Gives you negative 28y. And then 4 times 13 gives you 52. So minus 52 minus 8y equals 20. You're going to add the 52 over and then combine your like terms. Gives you negative 36y equals 72. Divided by negative 36, y equals negative 2. Take that negative 2 and plug it in up here. And you get x equals negative 7 times negative 2 minus 13. It gives you 14 minus 13, which is 1. Your answer would be 1, 2. That's it. Number 8, you start with y equals negative 5. So you already know negative 5 is your y answer. Take that negative 5 and plug it in for y. Negative 7x plus 4 times negative 5 equals 22. Gives you negative 7x minus 20 equals 22. Add the 22 over. Get negative 7x equals 42. Divide by negative 7. X equals negative 6. So it's negative 6, negative 5. Number 9. You have y equals both these things. So all you have to do is set them equal to each other. 8x plus 18 equals 7x plus 15. Now solve for x. Subtract 7x over. Get x plus 18 equals 15. Subtract 18 over. X equals negative 3. Take that negative 3, plug it in for either equation. It will give you the same answer. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21 plus 15 is negative 6. Negative 3, negative 6. Same thing for number 10. Do you set them equal to each other because they're both y equals something? So you're going to do negative 2x minus 3 equals negative 4x minus 13. Add the 4x over, gives you 2x minus 3 equals negative 13. Add the 3 over, 2x equals negative 10. So x equals negative 5. Take that negative 5, plug it in up here. Negative 2 times negative 5 is a positive 10 minus 3 is 7. Negative 5, 7. Number 11. y equals x plus 5. That's great because we can just plug that in for y. We have 4x minus 5 times x plus 5 equals negative 19. It's going to be 4x minus 5x minus 25 equals negative 19. Gives me negative x minus 25 equals negative 19. Add the 25 over, I get negative x equals 6, so x equals negative 6. Take that and plug it in for the y, or for the x up here to find y. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. That's negative 6, negative 1. Number 12, we have y equals all this again, so we can plug it right in for y. 3x plus 4 times negative 3x plus 4 equals 16. Distribute that 4, 3x minus 12x plus 16 equals 16. Gives me negative 9x plus 16 equals 16. Subtract this over, I get negative 9x equals 0. Some of you have been stopping here and putting no solution. It's not correct. 0 divided by negative 9 is 0. Now I can just plug that in for the x. Negative 3 times 0 is 0. So y equals 4. So 0, 4. Next one. Substitution sucks for this. I'll give you that. I'm going to solve for y. So we're going to do 2y equals negative 5x minus 11 divided by 2. Y equals negative 5x minus 11 over 2. Just because this is ugly does not mean it's not doable. So we plug it in for the y in the second equation. 5x minus 8 times negative 5x minus 11 divided by 2. Easiest thing to do here would be do 8 divided by 2 first. Okay? That'll just give us 4, right? Which then just makes this 5x minus 4 times, now your 2 cancels out with the 8. It's be negative 5x minus 11 equals 19. Now you just distribute negative 4. 5x plus 20x plus 44 equals 19. Give me 25x plus 44 equals 19. Subtract the 44 over. Get 25x equals negative 25. Divide by 25, x equals negative 1. Now you take that negative 1, plug it in here. Negative 5 times negative 1, so positive 5 minus 11 is a negative 6. Y equals negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. Get negative 1, negative 3. Last one of these. Start by solving for y. Subtract negative 5x over, gives me 6y equals negative 5x minus 9. Divide by 6, get y equals negative 5x minus 9 over 6. Plug that in here. I get negative 6x minus 5 times negative 5x minus 9 over 6 equals 2. I should have never gave this to you. It's negative 6x minus or plus 25x plus 45 over 6 equals 2. Now if you get a common denominator of 6, this will make it negative 36x. You will not have one this difficult on your test. Negative 36x plus 25x gives me negative 11x plus 45 over 6 equals 2. Start by multiplying by 6. Negative 11x plus 45 equals 12. Subtract the 45. And negative 11x equals 33, negative 33. So x equals 3. Take that x equals 3 and plug it in up here. Negative 5 times 3, negative 15 minus 9 gives me negative 24. Divided by 6 is negative 4. Should be 3, negative 4. Alright, solve each by elimination. This one I see I have x and negative x, so I can just add those two together. Those cancel out, go off with 0. Negative 18 plus 20 is 2. 0 equals 2. When is that true? Never, so it's no solution. Next one, we can just add them together. Your y's will cancel. Negative x minus 7x gives you negative 8x. 14 minus 14, 0. We get x equals 0. Plug that into either equation. I'm going to plug it into the top. Negative 0 is 0. So it's just 2y equals 14. So y equals 7. So 0, 7. Okay, on to the next one. I forget which one we're on. I think it was this one. Okay, so we can multiply through by negative here to flip the sign on the bottom. So make that plus, plus, minus. Now those are canceling out. Negative 2 plus 6 gives you a positive 4. 12 minus 28 gives you negative 16. Divide by 4, you get y equals negative 4. Plug that in up here. Negative 2x minus 2 times negative 4 gives you a plus 8 equals 12. Subtract the 8. Negative 2x equals 4. Divide by negative 2, x equals negative 2. So you get negative 2, negative 4. Number 18, same thing, multiply through by negative. Flips all the signs on the bottom. X's cancel. Negative 7 plus 10y, that gives you 3y equals negative 21. Divide by 3, y equals negative 7. Take the negative 7, plug it in. 7x plus 49 equals 0. Subtract the 49. 7x equals negative 49. X equals negative 7. Be negative 7, negative 7. Number 19. Multiply the top one by a negative 2. It's going to make this a positive 10 on the top. So it's going to be 10x plus 4y equals 10. Bottom stays the same. Negative 10x plus 8y equals negative 10. Add the two together now. Those cancel. 4y plus 8y is 12y. 10 minus 10 is 0. Y equals 0. Plug that in. Negative 2 times 0 gives you 0. So it's just negative 5x equals negative 5. Divided by negative 5, x equals 1. Number 20. See, we can multiply the top equation by a positive 4, because that'll cancel out with the negative 4. So, gives you 16x on top, plus 4y equals negative 52. On the bottom it stays the same, negative 3x minus 4y equals negative 13. Y's cancel, you get 13x equals 52 minus 13, which is 39. Divide by 13, x equals 3. Plug the 3 in. 4 times 3 is 12, plus y is negative 13. Subtract the 12 over, y equals negative 25. Next one. Nothing lines up. So we're going to multiply the top by 5. We'll multiply the bottom by negative 4. Gives me 30x plus 20y equals 0 on the top. On the bottom, that gives me negative 36x minus 20y equals negative 36. Remember, your goal is to have them so they opposite sides of each other, same number. And that's what we have now. Your y's cancel. 30 minus 36 gives me negative 6x equals negative 36. So x equals 6. Plug that in up here. 6 times 6 is 36 plus 4y equals 0. Subtract the 36. 4y equals negative 36. And y equals negative 9. Last one of these. I have to multiply everything. I'll multiply the top by 3 and bottom by 8. I'm trying to get these opposite of each other. So easily by multiplying this by 3 and this by whatever this coefficient is, it'll help. Gives me negative 24x plus 18y equals negative 30. And on the bottom, that's 24x plus 64y equals 216. Those cancel. 18 plus 64 is 282y. Then negative 30. This is negative 216. And negative 216 gives me negative 246. And divide by 82, you get y equals negative 3. Once we have y equals negative 3, we plug that in. 3x. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Equals negative 27. Add the 24 over. 3x equals negative 3. Divide by 3. X equals negative 1. Number 23. Senior class at High School A and High School B plan separate trips to Yellowstone. Senior class at High School A rented and filled 5 vans and 8 buses. So I'm going to have variables V and B with 315 students. High School B filled 10 vans and 7 buses with 360 students. Each van had the same number of students in it as did the buses. How many students can a van carry? How many students can a bus carry? This is simple. You just do 5V plus 8B equals 315. And then 10V plus 7B equals 360. I'm multiply the top equation by negative 2. That'll make my V's cancel out. So it gives you negative 10B minus 16B equals negative 630. The bottom stays the same. Plus 7B equals 360. Those cancel. Negative 16B plus 7B is negative 9B. Negative 630 plus 360. Gives you negative 270. Divided by negative 9, give B equals 30. So it's 30 buses, or 30 people per bus. So we're going to plug that in. 10B plus 7 times 30 is 210 equals 360. Subtract the 210 over, you get 10V equals 360 minus 210 is 150. So V equals 15. So we have 15 vans and 30 buses. Number 24. Blah blah blah. We spent Wilbur spent $99 on 5 hostas and 4 bunches of ornamental grass. So I'm going to say 5H plus 4 grass equals 99. She spent $209 on 11H plus 8 grass equals 209. Now it's going to ask how many does each cost. Do the same thing here, multiply the top by negative 2. So give me negative 10H minus 8G equals 99 times 2 is 198. Bottom stays the same. These cancel out. You get, negative 10H plus 11H is 1H. Negative, or 209 minus 198 gives you 12, or 11, sorry. So you get H equals 11. Plug that back in. you get 55 plus 8t equals 209. Minus 55 gives you 154 divided by 8 gives you 19.25. And so H is 11 and your ornamental grass is 1925. Number 25. School of Jennifers goes to selling tickets to Spring Musical. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 6 adult tickets, 10 student tickets for a total of $158. So it's going to be 6A plus 10S equals 158. School took in $196 on the second day. Selling 12A and 5S. So now we can multiply the top equation by -2. It's going to give us negative 12A minus 20S equals 316. It's going to be negative 316. On the bottom, it's going to be 12A plus 5S equals 196. Combine those two, negative 15S equals negative 120. Divide that out, you get S equals 8. So that's 8 student tickets. Plug that in. 6A plus 10 times 8 is 80 equals 158. Subtract the 80 over. And then divide by 6. And you get A equals 13. Right? Number 26. Blah, blah, blah. We got a van and 5 buses with 167 students. So it's V plus 5B equals 167. The second one is 9B plus 1B equals 139. Okay, let's multiply the bottom equation by a negative 5, just so our b's cancel out. Top equation stays the same. Second one, that becomes negative 45b minus 5b, and then negative 5 times 139 gives me negative 695. Five b's cancel. Gives you negative 44v equals, and it's 167 minus 695, which gives me negative 528. Divide by negative 44, and you get v equals 12. Take that 12, plug it back in. We'll plug it into the original top. 12 plus 5b equals 167. Subtract the 12. You get 155. Divide by 5. You get 31. So b equals 12. And b would have to equal 31. Alright. Well, you're going to have to finish watching this video at home so we get through all these. It's a nice little homework assignment. Number 27, we start at negative x and minus 1. So you go down 1, make a dot. You go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Solid line because you have the equal sign. And you would be shading above it. For the second one, starts up at positive 3, go up 1, right 3, or you can go down 1 and right 3. This does not have an equal sign below it, so it's going to be a dotted line. It's going to look like that, and you're shading below it. So it's everything above the first one and everything below the second, which makes it this area here. However you want to use your oval. As long as I can see that it's this area in between the two lines. Number 28. Up 1, make a dot, go down 2, right 3, or up 2, and left 3. Solid line, because it's got the equal sign underneath it. And you would be shading everything below it. Second one, go down 3, go up 2, and right 3. And then you're shading below that line as well. So if it's below this line, and below this line, and it's just this little area right in here. Number 29, go down 2, make a dot, then you go down 3 and over 2, or up 3 and left 2. This does not have an equal sign underneath it, so it's a dotted line. You would be shading above it. Second one, 1/2 x plus 2. You go up to 2, make a dot. You go up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. It's got the equal sign underneath it, so it's a solid line. And you would be shading above this line. So it's above both lines, which would make it this area right here. Next one, go down 1, make a dot, go down 1, right 1. It is just a less than, no equal sign. So it's dotted. Second equation, you go up to 3, make a dot, you go down 1, right 1, and so on. Lovely. That's better. Let's get down one, right one. Then it's shading beneath both of them. And so the area that would get shaded would be this one down here, below both lines. All right, number 31. First you have to get y by itself. Subtract the x over. Gives you y is less than or equal to negative x minus 2. Second one, subtract the 5x over. Y is greater than negative 5x plus 2. Go up to 2, make a dot. Go down 5. And write 1. That's just for the second line, by the way. I think that's pretty obvious. There's no equal sign, so it's a dotted line. In your shade, you would shade everything above the line. Second equation, down 2. You go down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. And then it's a solid line because there is an equal sign. And you would shade everything below it. So it's everything below this line and above this line, which means it's this tiny little section right in here. Last but not least, subtract the 5x over. Get 2y is less than negative 5x plus 4. Divide by 2, you get y is less than negative 5 halves x plus 2. Second equation, got to get y by itself too. Subtract the x over. Your 2y is less than negative x minus 4. Divide by 2. Y is less than negative 1 half x minus 2. Now we graph. Start by going up 2. Make a dot. Go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right 2. Make another dot. It's going to be a dotted line. Because there's no equal sign underneath. You shade everything below. Second equation also starts at 2. So you go down 1 and right 2. It's going to be a dotted line because there's no equal sign. And again, you're shading everything below it. So if it's everything that's below both lines, it would be this area over here. Like that. Alright, that's it. Good luck on your test. Godspeed to all of you.